Welcome to Addod Solution. This is Srikanth for English. We are here with the topic Biodiversity Unit 6 of 10th. If you see biodiversity, today the government of India, the government of many nations concentrate on taking care of the nature. The nature so far has been taking care of us. Today, as global warming has become a threat to the whole world, the government of many nations come together under one umbrella to take care of the nature. This is what is happening today. It's not the terrorists who are going to be a great threat to the whole world. It's not anything else, but the nature is going to be a great threat to the universe tomorrow. That's the reason you see here and there some posters: save nature, save water, save energy. You might have seen the movie 2012, where it is clearly explained what would happen tomorrow to the whole universe. We don't know what would happen. What happened? The tsunami in 2005. What is happening to the animals? They are getting extinct. Day by day they get extinct. This is what is happening today. That's the reason most of the scholars, most of the people come forward, come out and tell the people to concentrate on taking care of the nature. Tomorrow we may have to buy oxygen cylinders to carry on our back. Tomorrow we may have to see the pictures of the animals which get extinct today. The cities being spread. The universe is occupied by the human beings, and we try to occupy the lands of the animals. The forests are deforested. That's the reason the government of Telangana came up with an idea, Telangana Haritaharam. Let us see in the topic today, what do we learn about biodiversity? What can be the best gift that we can give to the future generation? I don't think there is anything else. You cannot give a car which is beautiful today, which is luxurious today to the future generations. Maybe one that you can give to the future generations is nature, the beautiful nature. Oxygen. I came across one message in which it was said, there are going to be oxygen bars, or there are going to be oxygen camps or labs, where you get into the lab, you sit for 15 minutes or 10 minutes, you inhale the fresh oxygen. So tomorrow we are getting into a lab where you get a fresh oxygen. Where else? 10 or 15 or 20 or 50 or 100 years back, the oxygen was good. We didn't need to search for the fresh oxygen. But today we have to search for the fresh oxygen. We have to get into a lab to inhale the fresh oxygen. So here, as part of biodiversity, the topic environment is prescribed for you. So here, in the environment topic, we see the interview with Wangari Maathai, the Nobel Peace Prize winner, the first African woman to win this prize. So how is environment connected to the peace? Let us see. In the interview, she mentioned that there are a few things which the people of Africa needed. One that we everybody concentrate is the basic needs. Basic needs of the people. What could be the basic need? Today mobile has become a basic need. Today bike has become a basic need. TV has become a basic need today. These are not the basic needs. What are the basic needs? The food, the clean drinking water, the fresh oxygen, and the food for the animals. These are the basic needs. You can live without the TV, you can live without a mobile, you can live without a car or a bike, but without the oxygen, you cannot live. Without the water, you cannot live. Without food, you cannot live. So these are the basic needs which the African women were searching for. These were the basic needs. That's the reason United Nations Conference for Women, they were asking for basic needs. The African women were asking for the basic needs. So she, Wangari Maathai, wanted to respond to the basic needs of the people. She never concentrated on giving a beautiful building for the African woman. She never concentrated on gifting a car or a bike or anything else. She concentrated on giving the basic needs to the poor and needed African women. This is what she concentrated. That eventually brought her a Nobel Prize for Peace. So one can concentrate on the basic needs of one's own, right? You can concentrate on the basic needs of your own. But why do we need somebody to come and tell us that you need to plant a sapling? That becomes a huge tree with which you can get your firewood, you can get your fruits, you can get your food, and so your animals would get the food. We don't need somebody, right? So here Wangari Maathai concentrated on the basic needs of the people. She taught them to concentrate on the nature, and the nature will concentrate on you. If you take care of the nature, and nature will take care of you. If you are comfortable with the nature, nature will give you a comfort, a beautiful comfort. You just have to plant a sapling and take care of it. That's it. Quite a number of times you see on TV, people start advertising, plant a sapling on your birthday, water a plant on your birthday, take care of the plants that are there in your surroundings or in your school premises or in your house premises, right? Tomorrow, oxygen will be costly. It will be very costly. Sometimes we don't get it. So, Wangari Maathai concentrated on the basic needs of the people. She just concentrated. What did she do? She asked the African woman to plant saplings. To plant saplings. She asked the African people to plant saplings. Then what happens? After 5 or 6 or 10 years, they turn out to be a huge trees, and they would provide the firewood, fruit and everything. And what do you get out of planting trees and all? The forested mountains are the source of rainfall. They are the source of rainfall, right? They are the source of water, right? So this is what is happening. Maybe after concentrating on all these things, the Chief Minister of Telangana decided to go with Telangana Ko Haritaharam. Maybe this could be the reason. This could be the reason. And Wangari Maathai says, the wars that are fought between the nations are fought over the natural resources. The natural resources. Maybe that could be the reason. You might have seen recently Telangana and Andhra Pradesh both were, they were united. It was a one state, and they were bifurcated on natural resources. They were bifurcated on the natural resources. So all the wars which are fought, they were fought on the on the natural resources. So she told the leaders of the whole world to concentrate on the nature within their premises. They don't need to concentrate on the nature that is there beyond their territory. So if you plant a sapling, you directly or indirectly support somebody to plant a sapling, and that becomes a huge tree, a huge forest. This is what Wangari Maathai wants to tell. Okay, and we also see in the interview, she compared the African stool. She brought up the idea of African stool here. This is the base where you sit. The base where you sit. So one leg, she says, is governance. One leg is governance and one is management. One is management. And another one, she says, is peace. It is peace. It is peace. So when you have all these three together, when you have peace, when you have good governance, when you have good management of natural resources, you can sit on the base of it. You can sit on the base of it. You are comfortable. So an African stool cannot have good balance when it have only two legs or one leg. It should have three. One is peace, one is good governance, one is management. This is what she says. So these three are very important. These three are very important for an African stool. So when you have all these three, that maintains a good base and you can sit comfortable and it would be very good. Okay? So when you have these three, the country or the nation would never concentrate on going beyond the territory of somebody else. You don't need to concentrate on the natural resources of some other nation, right? So when you have a peace, when you have a good governance, when you have good management, you can educate the people. That is what she did. What did she do? She called the African women foresters without diplomas. She called them foresters without diplomas. Who are called foresters without diplomas? The African women are called foresters without diplomas. What does it mean? Did they have a degree? Sometimes you see the forest officers, they would be having a degree, a certificate, with which they apply for the job, they get the job. So here, these people, they never had a degree, they never had a diploma, they never underwent any graduation. They were just told, just like they go for the cultivation of paddy or any other crop. She told them, she educated them, and today they are happy with the natural resource. That is what Wangari Maathai wants to tell. Let us see how Wangari Maathai speaks to the whole world with her interview. I told you how is peace connected to the environment. When you have a good management of natural resources, when you have a good governance, there is scope for peace. And peace, good governance and good management would give a comfortable sitting on the base of the stool. So let us see. The forested mountains were the source of water and the source of rain. So when you deforest, you cause a shortage of water, right? It's absolutely true. When you deforest or when you cut down a tree, you cut down a factory of oxygen which produces oxygen. That produces oxygen, right? So all of a sudden, you come down, take an ox and you chop it down. And the oxygen which is produced by the tree is stopped all of a sudden. And the same way, these forested mountains, they are the source of water, they are the source of rainfall. When you deforest the forest, what happened? The source of water, the source of rainfall is all of a sudden stopped. Okay, there would be change of rainfall patterns. And therefore, people are not able to get food and water. Therefore, in order for them to have good environment that can sustain their livelihoods, it is important to have a government that accounts to them, that protects them, that protects their interest, that is concerned about their lives. It is concerned with the lives of the people. It is absolutely concerned with the lives of the people. When you deforest, when you cut down, when you build a factory, you least bother about the lives of the people. In reading C, we see a tale of 3 villages where the factories were built up and the people were killed by the poison that was released by the factories. So here if you see the beautiful scenery, it's the nature, the beautiful nature. Just imagine once you put up a factory over there somewhere, you put up a factory and the factory contaminates the whole nature. The factory will be contaminates the whole nature over there. So peace, good governance, good maintenance would give good results. Let us see. Now answer the following questions. Dash were the source of water and rainfall. Just now I have explained and we have seen it. The forested mountains are the source of water and the source of rainfall. So we have the answer here. Let us see the second one. Deforestation causes change in rainfall, shortage of water, trees, both A and B. We have seen in the passage that it causes both A and B. There would be, and there is also change in the rainfall patterns. Wangari Mata is dash woman. She is an African woman. By seeing the picture, we understand that she is an African woman. Okay, Wangari Mata, she is an African woman. Green Belt movement is related to. Is it related to milk? Is it related to civil rights? Or is it related to freedom? Is it related to the environment? So the Green Belt movement is related to the environment. So let us see. Explain the Green Belt movement. So as I explained, it's completely related to the environment, the Green Belt movement. So here we don't talk about the civil rights, we don't talk about the milk or anything else. We only concentrate on environment. According to the interview, what were the basic needs of African people? What were the basic needs of the African people? The basic needs of the African people were water, clean drinking water, food for the animals and food for the human beings, and the shelter is with the wood or the leaves or the coconut branches and everything. And how do you connect peace with good government? Peace is connected with good government. As I explained, it is like African stool. Good governance, good management, peace, these 3 together make base comfortable. The base would be very comfortable. Now we have another passage, so a tale of 3 villages. So here in the tale of 3 villages, we see the factories which have been built up and spoil the whole universe, especially the areas where these factories were built up. So these factories resulted the local people to leave their places, to leave their villages. At the end, what happened? People lost their lives. We see here lot of wastage that is discharged from the factories is left in the rivers. The poison is mixed with the rivers. The wastage is thrown in the river. So this is what is happening in India or elsewhere. So people concentrate on producing that is going to be useful for the human beings, but the discharges that are delivered, the poison that is discharged by the factories spoil the nature, kill the wastage, or the poison kills the human beings over there. People less concentrate on it. Let us see. Water is being contaminated. Meaning of the word, meaning of the underline, contaminated, which means polluted. Noise is caused by shouting, transportation, reading, loud, listening. According to the passage here, transportation. What kills the animals according to the passage? Water pollution, noise, air, or soil pollution. It's a water. It's a water. Sometimes even the air which we inhale kills. According to the passage, it's a water pollution because the water is taken by the animals. How is the river water polluted in India? How is it polluted? The discharges of the factories are mixed in the rivers, and that's how the water is polluted. The rivers are completely filled with the waste, filled with the plastic, filled with the discharges of the factories. Don't they have any other place? No. We have seen in one movie, the waste of one nation is dumped in another nation. Sri Lanka, where it had seen a number of containers on its soil. When they examined it, they came to know that the containers were having the wastage of some other nation. I think it was Italy, if I am not wrong. Okay? Yeah. What causes the changes due to noise pollution in human? What happens to the human beings? Noise pollution. They lose the sense of hearing. That disturbs, right? Sometimes when there is a havoc of sound close to us, we close our ears because we unable to withstand with the sound that is produced by something which is close to us. So what do? We try to close our ears. Otherwise what would happen? Our eardrums would get spoiled. They break down. So that's the reason we try to control the noise. So it disturbs completely the human beings, especially the sense of hearing. Now if we continue, section B, vocabulary and grammar. So read the passage given below each of these sentences as an error. Correct and rewrite the sentence. This is error correction. So we need to find out. We need to find the error. So if we see one of the bigger transformation, when you see one of, the noun form should be plural. The noun form should be plural. So here one of the bigger transformations that saw was that ability of an ordinary illiterate woman to get to understand. And 14, to be able to plant trees that in 5 or 10 years become big trees, and she was able to cut them and able to give herself energy. What could be the mistake here? To be able to plant trees that in 5 or 10 years become, if you see the whole passage, it is in past tense. One of the bigger transformations that I saw, past, was past, ability to transform, to get, understand and able to plant trees that in 5 or 10 years, here it is present. So here the verb form is wrong. Here it is supposed to be became. It should be became. Okay, to be able to sell these trees, not these, those. When she was talking about the plants which were planted long back, maybe which were far away from her. So these is not appropriate here. Here it is those. So here it is those. Trees and give herself an income, and to be able to feel confident that she had done something for herself. The sense of pride, sense at dignity, sense of pride and sense at dignity. So here at is wrong, sense of dignity, that they are not begging, that they are doing things for ourselves. Are they doing things for ourselves? No, they are doing things for themselves. They are doing things for themselves. So we have understood the error. So let us continue with the next session with question 18 to till the end. Thank you.